Okay, so we last left our assembled multitude. We were skidding towards a concrete
warehouse.
wall.
Yes.
First,
Well,
a concrete wall
true.
that it looks like you just narrowly escaped smacking into. Dang it. And then, unfortunately, your much-loved truck slid into that wall.
Why are you laughing?
Because I was like,
You know what? I hope Doggo rips your dick off.
it's gonna take another 5,
He's gonna
10
climb
minutes.
up
He's
there.
not even close to the dick yet.
Yeah.
He's gonna get up there
Maybe
though.
you wear it low.
like a piranha.
Well, I have a cyber. I have the
Some
Mr.
guys wear
Stud.
'em
Yeah,
low.
I have the Mr. Stud. It's like a
Down to your
pneumatic
knees?
jackhammer. It's
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, the problem with Mr. Stud is every con I get somebody says, "Can you weaponize this?" And I'm going, "Really?"
Yeah, it's like ha ha ha. I have to go.
Yeah,
right away.
Yeah, just don't come by my booth again.
No, what I'm saying is that if he gets up to that region,
Yeah.
he's in for a surprise. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, you got
I'm
countermeasures?
chromed up,
You've
and I'm chromed down. That's the key.
You've
got countermeasures for your crotch
Your
area?
region?
Yeah,
That is a quest in the game.
40 drones.
Yeah, there's the Burning Crotch Man, done by Jesse Cox.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
nice. But
He
essentially,
has like some microbes or microbots or something attacking
yeah.
his dick.
But if you want to visualize it, try to imagine Voltron.
I don't want to visualize it.
Okay, and you'll.
Dude, I have a 10-minute.
You are not going there.
No.
You are not going there. Okay.
No. In real life, there's no microbots attacking his dick.
I was like,
But in
All
the video
right.
game,
All right, you clowns. Let's get going. We're never going to get out
I
of
was like,
here.
holy shit, I
This is like we all
met
get-
Jesse once. I feel really
This is
bad
like
for
we
him.
all get stuck in the bar. Come on, guys.
That's the energy. That's the energy.
Yeah, it's the bar.
All right, here. So, all I was gonna say is that Jasmine got out. She made the roll. She escaped, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe things are turning around. But then Ravina just wrecked, shredded.
Yeah.
That's all. That's why I was laughing so cruelly.
Yeah, that's the cruelty part.
No,
okay.
it was rude. It was
You
rude.
guys go around, you skid into a warehouse zone with hundreds of identical warehouses.
Yeah.
And around the outside of that warehouse zone, you see it's a lot of containers. You know, the classic ship container, you see them on trucks or whatever. Much of what goes on in this world in terms of commerce is now done entirely containerized, which happens here in this world and this time as well, but you normally don't see it. Here it's pretty visible. People living in containers, people moving containers, people building weapons using containers.
It's the base unit of society. Is
right
this
now.
container?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have marshaling yards where you put the containers in, and normally people would go in if there were tax people or revenue people, and they would be looking through the containers and so forth. So this is essentially a marshaling yard, and it's big enough to hide your bus. So you have been run into one of those areas, and as you're watching, your tech runs out real quick, looks around, and then basically slowly pulls the roll-up door behind you guys and your poor battered truck. So you're both in there now. And you're in a cavernous warehouse space with about, I'd say, 150 to 200 just assorted boxes and things scattered around the outside. And as you pull in, Max leans out and says, "Don't hit any of the boxes. It would be bad."
Oh, so he's discovered something very interesting out here. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Because we don't recognize this place. This isn't
No,
somewhere
no.
we've been before.
Yeah.
So
No,
Max
this
must
is
have-
this is an area you've never been up to. It would have been where the old military base used to be in Night City, but at the time it's been rebuilt, and basically you're sort of northwest of Watson, which is one of the main districts, the one that you see in Edge Runners and much of 77.
Okay.
And this is an area that got cleaned up and flattened after the bomb went off and rebuilt. And they put a lot of warehouse work in there because, warehouse, you don't have to worry too much about somebody getting, radioactivity there. So,
Oh yeah, they can
well,
leave things there.
Yeah, they can leave things there. So, and as a military base, it had other weird stuff going on that might actually be buried underneath some of these warehouses. You don't know. Okay, so you're in this enormous echoing warehouse. The lights go on. You see that all of the windows are blacked out around the top of it. And there are these large fans slowly turning and shafts of light coming down from some of the, not spotlights, but basically small windows at the top of the warehouse, ventilation, but also a little bit of light.
Yeah.
So you don't have like windows on site you could look at, but you have kind of a level of skylight windows, not going down, but along the side.
Right.
Okay.
And light is coming in, and to some extent you kind of feel like you're at the bottom of the ocean, because this place is cavernous, and the slowly rotating fans and this sort of distant pearlescent light make the place seem like it's not quite here, like it's maybe 100 feet down. This is also accentuated by the fact that at the far end of this rotating place, there's a submarine.
I was in my mind. In my mind, I was like, "It's like there's like a submarine over there." I'm like, "No way."
No, there's a submarine.
No, that sells it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would make me feel like I was underwater. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely feel like you're underwater. Now, actually, the submarine actually shows up in a cyberpunk Red story, and it's usually run by a crew of sentient or semi-sentient otters.
Yeah.
Scary, ain't it?
Think about it.
Wow.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I will be.
I'm gonna have to bring you guys some books so you can check them out.
Yeah,
But at any
I love
rate,
to read.
so
The Otter supplement.
yeah, Otter supplement, because it ought to be like that. Okay, so you're in this quiet, obviously soundproof spot, and Max walks out and checks, walks around and says, "Well, I thought I'd only have to hide a truck. This is a lot bigger than that chupacabra I figured you'd take."
Yeah, I walk over to Erwin and I'm just like hitting him.
Okay, everyone.
Slap, like, and I'm like,
He said,
just like a never-ending stream.
He's
Just
bound by it. There's no way to spell.
I'm not even calling him Erwin. I'm calling him Ervinder at this
Oh, I
point.
heard.
Where I'm like,
I picked up on this.
but the and I'm just like hitting him, and then also like taking a pause from like slapping him to like go over to the side where like the
Scrape.
window,
Yeah.
where the window I think broke.
you have a broken window, both on the passenger side and then the actual cab area behind.
Not the cab area.
Yeah, you know, the
That's
one
my
she had.
living quarters. Yeah, and I'm just like walking
There's
back
glass
and
all
forth.
over your bed.
No, that's all. I mean, I assume if I'm talking to him, I've limped out. Hopefully,
Yes.
you've taken possession of this
knows?
heinous
When you wake
dog.
up, you know, the dog goes over and climbs in your lap and takes position, and it looks over at you like,
I see my ride
Am I
out
like conscious
atop
at this
Brutus.
point?
But since you're not working,
that would not be a
him.
good idea because Brutus has spikes on his back.
Oh, I don't want
And
to
he
do
can
that.
raise them. So, you know.
I'll walk alongside. Do I walk
Okay.
out alongside him?
Oh yeah,
Cyberpickles?
yeah. You walk out and Brutus is really happy because you're playing the music of the people that theoretically he protects,
Right.
and you play it beautifully, and you're really nice, and you brought treats even if he can't eat them.
Right.
He can at least
Yeah.
lick them.
I'm a good
Yeah.
guy.
And so
there's all kinds of licking.
Brutus is kind of cool with you right now.
I'm kind of cool with Brutus.
Okay, so the two of you walk out, and
Shaggy Scooby
as you're
situation.
walking, how tall are you roughly?
Probably my real height. I'm like 6 foot tall.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're reaching up, kind of. And
Wow, okay,
Brutus
yeah.
is like horse size when he's standing full.
Jeez. Yeah, I
He's
find that
huge.
skin spot that I
Yeah.
like.
His favorite bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I scritch it.
I'm just imagining Bruce slamming to the tarmac and waving his legs in the air.
I find that spot that
Belly
makes the back
scratching.
leg go.
Yeah.
God. And
Back
It's,
mantis.
it's
I love it.
seismic.
Yeah.
The back,
Mantis?
Yeah, the
the
back,
back
mantis,
mantis
blade
leg, yeah.
extends.
Who's a
touch
good
that
boy?
spot anymore.
Who's a good boy? Okay, this is frightening. Okay, so you're standing there, and Max walks over, and he says to you as you're about to hit Irving again, he stops you, and he holds your hand, and I don't know whether you're going to fight him on or not, but he's surprisingly strong, and he says, hey, you shouldn't hit him. He got all your stuff. And he walks over to the back of your poor, battered truck
Bedraggled.
and opens it up, and all of your stuff is there.
He went into the garage? How did he get into the garage?
I guess
They all
Max
went into the
probably
garage.
helped
It was
him.
after you
Oh,
left.
He got it and took it back. What a nice
I don't
guy.
give him an inch. I'm like, we didn't even need this shit.
Yeah,
Okay?
honestly,
We
this
got
is
much
shit
better
anymore.
This
shit.
shit sucks.
Take it back.
Wait, so we're the dicks now?
Yeah.
Are we the assholes?
It happened
Oh,
fast.
yes? Yeah.
Am I
It
the
took us
asshole?
3
Yeah.
episodes,
Yeah.
and we became the villains.
Well,
I mean,
Night
part of-
City does that to people.
Yeah, look
Part
in
of
the
the
mirror.
joke was that we left our shit there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now I feel like
Yeah,
that's...
they
Well, no one told him not
No,
to
no,
take
no.
it.
Yeah.
Now
Honestly,
we're on
like
the
I said,
Night
but-
City Reddit thread. Like, am I the asshole?
Exactly.
Am I
Yeah.
writing the whole...
Yeah, we did an incursion on a Nepo baby band orgy, and we left a lot of our. No, I mean obviously we think that that's not correct.
Not the asshole.
But that said, there is a whole movie worth of content about Irving. Like, what did he have to do to get all this shit, and then
Yeah.
meet us later? It's pretty funny.
I didn't get the shit kicked out of him.
Like, what if it was so easy and we just didn't know
Yeah.
that it was
Do
going
you
to
guys
be so
actually
easy?
stop and ask Irving and Max
No,
what
I don't
happened?
give a
No,
shit about her.
absolutely
when.
not. No.
Yeah.
No,
You whip off your flip-flop and start beating him.
Yeah, right? At this point, I'm like kind of done with him. And I like see all this crap in my beautiful like camper. And I start taking it out,
Well,
think.
but it's your crap. It's
Yeah.
some of your
I'm like,
guitars
put
and
this
things
in
like
the
that.
You
bus.
gotta
This
move
is
it
my
to your
house.
new
Yeah.
house.
I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
He
my
says-
house. Please get this shit out of my fucking.
Focus on
He
the
says,
positive.
"Wait,
truck.
I thought you didn't move." Okay, I claim that really big
No,
truck over
you don't.
there.
I'm already logged in. It's listen.
You
It
get
only
two.
has 3 bedrooms.
I have an account.
Also, you're not. This is part of my convoy. You don't have any rights here. You're not
We have
a
a
nomad.
convoy now.
Oh,
I think we're part
Yeah,
of it.
you,
If you want,
get
if
a
you want
car
your
in
truck
the
to
motor
move,
pool.
if you want your big truck to move, you better keep talking to me nice.
If you,
I'm claiming one of those bedrooms.
if you want to, keep
You don't have to come in there if you don't want.
If you want to keep moving,
I'm
then
not
you better
sharing
keep
a bedroom.
playing
He
nice.
can't work. He can't live on the bus. I think he should live in.
There's 3 bedrooms, so there's one for
Yeah,
each of you,
1,
and then I
2,
keep
3.
Ravina. You know, I need my personal space.
Oh, it's you
don't
like
wanna
the
sleep in the new
vibe.
bus?
I'm really attached to this one.
You like, but you have it. It's yours.
Yeah.
That's important. But you don't want
Yeah.
to sleep in it.
I don't want to sleep in. I don't want to shit where I
Well,
eat.
until you get
I
the
don't think
glass
any of us
out.
should shit in it.
Well, remember,
Well, no, I am going to
Well, there's
use the
bathrooms.
bathroom
Your truck
in
has
that
to-
one.
your
Why would
truck-
I use? Why
So
would
we
I
should.
stink up the bathroom in my truck?
Okay, there we go. That
your truck has
definitely
been
will.
used. Remember to move the band's stuff around before.
Yeah.
I call
Yeah.
one of the bathrooms. Is mine.
He climbed in
Private bathroom.
And
Yeah.
you're getting in the bathroom and you open the door and you find a couple big bowls there,
Oh, yeah.
and some probe and hookup gear for Brutus, and you go, oh man, I won't use that bathroom.
yeah,
No, I'm just
he
kidding.
lives there. It's
No,
his.
they
it's his
just
private-
locked him in there. So
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
you don't have to get rid of all the Brutus support gear.
Okay.
Although you realize that you may have an interesting problem because, looking at Brutus, you do realize that you're going to have to get the nutrient paste
No, this is
that
actually
he gets
really-
fed and, a couple of things like that.
I'm willing to do it. I'm ready.
So,
Whatever it takes.
You're ready.
Now,
Man and his
cyberpred
dog.
is a big responsibility.
I promise I'll take care of him.
Oh,
We didn't
your
plan
mom's,
on
you
getting
told
you
that
one for
your
your
mom
birthday.
yourself.
But
No, I promise.
I don't want to be around here. I don't want to be
I'm not
following
cleaning,
after you.
I'm not cleaning up after it.
You won't have to.
I'm not going to train it.
That got real.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah.
Wow.
It felt real.
Yeah.
It was so close. Okay, so you have fought with your tech, and your tech basically says, all right, you sleep in the rolling hotel. I'm going to go sleep in the truck. And he walks in and throws himself down in the driver's seat.
I just roll another joint.
It's just like, you know what?
And-
Yeah.
You gotta get lifted. You can't be dealing with this type of
I
shit all the
can't.
time.
I can't deal with this shit right now.
Here. At any rate, he's basically nursing a pretty pissed off thing, and you know that he's not dumb and he's quite capable, so you might not want to mess around with him.
Yeah.
Otherwise you might find the toilets in your fancy new vehicle running backwards. Oh, and speaking of toilets,
Hey, band name.
you have left.
Speaking of toilets.
Speaking of toilets,
I
yes.
just maybe not.
Okay, you drop her off, and she's kind of woozily sitting on the throne, trying to get her head back.
Yeah.
And her friend has unhitched from your leg, so you better do something because there is bleed out damage.
Here, so there has to be a there's got to be a medical kit on this
Yeah.
Yeah,
big
nobody's a med kit.
on this
guy.
giant bus.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
I think.
I got some
I
first
have-
aid.
Yeah.
I don't want him to get
med
too
tech.
cocky. I give him all that. It'll
Yeah.
be, I can do anything. I can live through anything.
No, I know that's
work
not
harder
true.
to kill you.
Yeah, no, but I do have some first aid. Hopefully, it's enough to.
Yeah, I didn't
much
have
first
to
aid do you
use
have?
I didn't have to use
I have
the
7.
critical
want me to
injury
help you?
dismembered leg.
Look, I love that it's there
I'm guessing
though.
I can't
Oh,
do anything
oh
at this
yes. So much pain.
Okay, do you have some
Yeah,
first
point.
aid?
I'm good at first
Oh,
aid.
you're
Pretty
better
good.
than me. You
Like
should.
how good?
10.
Holy shit, dude! Yeah, absolutely. Please.
Am I in a position where I could?
I'm gonna
his
get the
ass?
kit and like
Okay.
and open it up and do it and like not really have it together, obviously, in a way that you can recognize immediately means I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
I have no. I do tech. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To be really honest, you don't necessarily have, but you probably have some first aid.
I do.
And
Oh yeah, she
So-
just kicked out a 14.
oh,
13
okay.
minus
13.
Oh, minus
okay.
one, yeah.
So yeah, you staunch the bleeding. You have a tourniquet around your leg between knee and thigh and back, and you also she pulls out a compression bandage, and she knows how to put it on.
Thank God.
You are held together, and I will not hit you with bleed out damage.
Hey, thanks, pal.
Yeah, well,
I
bleed out
appreciate
damage
that.
will kill you.
Yeah. There's plenty of regular damage.
Yeah, that's enough.
We can focus on that.
And you are essentially at what's called wound state 1, lightly wounded. Okay, if we
state
get up to
1.
seriously wounded, then you've got a problem because there's going to be a lot of stuff you cannot do.
Right.
Okay, like walk,
Can't go to the movies.
stay awake. We won't get to mortally because, well, that's when I bring in an undertaker. Okay, so
Use the big book.
you look out and your dog is throwing up busily on a carpet.
My dog.
Somebody's dog.
Whose dog?
Whoa.
Dog's in her arms. Whose dog is this?
Yeah, do anybody know where this little white puffball dog came from? How soon they forget.
Throwing up.
Yeah, right in the
on
middle
me.
of your carpet, smokies all over the place.
You know, having a dog is a big responsibility.
You flipped the script.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well
And I
done.
high five my cool dog.
My
Your arm
dog.
breaks.
Yeah. He's like,
Good boy. Oh,
You're cut in half.
you are lucky he doesn't lick you. You know?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
flesh tongue is going to be bad, but it's going to be like hitting you with the pressure of 1,500 psi.
What's a
gives
blackjack?
a
you-
lot of tongue.
Gives you
Yeah.
one of those kitty skibbity paps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's figure out what Max has uncovered
Okay.
from his encounters.
What's going on
Max
here,
says he doesn't entirely know what they're up to, but he explains that this entire thing is part of something that Media Magica wants to do and that they're bringing over. He says he needs to get more evidence and more information,
Sure.
but that the band that you're facing up against, Love the Beast,
Love the Beast.
is a stalking horse for whatever they're building or doing.
Okay, well, it is a band plus a gang. Like it's already something a corp could use in an interesting way.
Yeah.
And the other part is that this thing is being opposed by another corp, but he's not exactly sure
Oh.
who it is.
So he's become aware of some shadow
He is-
conflict.
yeah, there's a shadow conflict going on. He doesn't know entirely who's on the other side of it, but he says, you guys are kind of smack in the middle.
We're in the gears.
Yeah, you're in the gears. And I'll tell you this much. I would go to the gig because it's a good deal, you know, and you're not going to get a chance to, you know, be seen by this many people. But when you do this at the riot, he says, I would be watching my back because the guy who hired you, Main Man Edge, appears to be playing a lot of sides of the street.
Oh, okay, man, I thought it was because we'd done a great show.
I still choose to believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I retain that belief.
Okay, I do believe. Okay, and he says, I'm not going to be able to hang around here, but I'll give you the down low. This place is pretty heavily shielded.
Whose place is this, Max?
He says, mine.
Oh,
Well,
He says,
Max.
sometimes you have to hide people and things.
And
submarines.
And he looks over and he says,
Clearly.
submarines.
And submarines.
Yeah, and he says, and submarines. And, you know,
Yeah.
the submarine is literally, it's about 60 feet long. It's on a trailer.
Oh, It's up.
Yeah, it's on a trailer and blocks. And he says, that was a bitch.
Max, you're gonna have
And
to tell us the story.
And he says the otters were no help at all. And then he
they-
doesn't explain another thing.
That's like legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, so
It's a
but
spaghetti incident.
yeah, exactly. But he believes that we can go and do this show, but we have to keep our eyes open because
He says, I also wouldn't suggest you immediately show up in their rolling hotel.
we might be able to leave it here for
Well, I
now.
was gonna get it
That's
wrapped
why-
so that it looks like it's our rolling hotel.
Well, yeah, you could do that. It's going to take some time. He suggests maybe you do that in the next gig, maybe if you get this regular
Between.
thing going on,
Yeah.
because they're going to be looking for you.
Yeah.
What about their gear? Should we use their?
I feel like that's the
slap a
ultimate
sticker.
flex.
Gear.
Slap some stickers on it. They
Yeah.
don't know.
I
Gear
feel like
is gear. You know, I
ours.
mean, it's nobody. You don't see any personal axes or guitars, whatever. You don't have a drum kit. People don't use drum kits anymore.
No,
You know, well, as we would think of them. Yeah, they have drum pads, but they don't have drum kits.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and honestly, and the best part about this is it lets you skip the drummer.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you've
I
ever
didn't
been
have
in a
to. I
band.
didn't have to generate the drummer this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So drummer usually suck.
Woof.
it's hard to get a drummer because drummer always means that you have to have some guy who has a drum kit, and it's usually he doesn't have to be good. He just
He
has
has
to
to have a
the
drum
kit.
kit.
And
Yeah.
he's usually in like 6 other bands, so it's like
Oh.
Yeah. So and
Never
if
had
they
any
make
band
it,
experience, I
then
can't.
you know
Yeah, I'll
you're
say
you're out of luck.
yeah.
You know.
I
So
can't
yeah.
play any instruments.
The
Yeah.
wackadoodle.
When I
But
met,
yeah.
the first time I met Jerry, he was in a band. His high school band was called the Righteous Corn Farmers.
Yes. And
That's a band title.
Yeah,
That's a
that-
band
title.
yeah, but the
So
right.
are
but-
we the only two that have no musical
I
mastery?
believe so. Yeah.
You know what? I feel this makes me
Oh,
feel
wait a minute.
comfortable.
Oh,
now.
I mean as
Well,
a
I can draw
person
them.
or
Yeah.
as a person
I can write.
yeah.
or
No, they mean IRL.
okay. Okay.
No.
So IRL you don't do music. Okay.
No, but Jam Dark Magic,
Jam
obviously.
Yeah, I
Jam
mean-
does,
Pro.
but Jam doesn't
Jam
rock.
Dark. Yeah.
No.
So-
it's the trade-off.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but-
So let's pause for a moment into hysteria. Max says, "You guys think you can stay out of trouble? I'm going to go follow another lead. I wouldn't take that." And he points towards the bus.
Yeah,
And he says,
suburban
I
assault
wouldn't
vehicle.
take that out yet. I would wait a little bit until the heat dies down.
Fair.
Yeah.
And your truck, they don't really know it because while their fans tried to tear it apart, they weren't part of that.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a super. my guess is it's
and-
not an uncommon
No,
model.
Yeah.
your
yeah.
your model's like all over the place. you
Yeah.
know? I mean,
it's just a pickup.
It's easy to get parts for it, right?
yeah, and you know, you don't even have a gun rack in the back window, so you know, I mean, there's no big. So he suggests, yeah, you can travel around using that, and probably nobody's going to be the wiser. And he says, "I like your dog. you might want to be careful because even though you have him, you don't have any of his command codes.
We have some cyber work that
I
needs
have
to
the command code
occur.
to his heart.
He says, well, if you figure out where it's plugged in, let me know. And he walks out.
Noted.
Yeah. So
Might
there's,
leave the dog here tonight.
there's some cyber work that needs to occur.
Yes.
One, we have to strip out the actual ownership, license, title information from this vehicle.
Yeah.
And I think that because we're locked in here, it's. Can we even do it from here? Does it have to be able to access outside data?
What you could do is
Please tell me.
your tech will tell you that you could go in, and vehicles like this usually have a transponder of some sort, the equivalent of an IFF,
Yeah.
and friend or foe.
Yeah.
So he'll go looking around and find out where that is in the van. He says, knowing where it is and information isn't worth anything if, the system doesn't work, if it's not reporting to whoever tracks ownership and
Right.
location. So he'll go in and fix it.
This is great timing.
Okay. And he says, and then I'm going to go to bed in my new bed. And he looks at you with this look like, if you want to get your hotel on wheels running.
No, Erwin,
Listen,
look.
listen.
You're,
I'll get you a
Let
different
him-
car. This
How
is my
about this?
family car, Erwin. Okay, this is my family car. This was given. This is not. It's like you're asking me for my dog.
But, like,
you know.
let
He says,
think-
well, everyone's
Yeah,
getting
give him
dogs
a dog.
around here.
yeah, everybody's getting.
Get him to
That's
at least,
my dog.
He's gonna have to clean up all the glass off of it. Let him think he's gonna sleep.
But
in
we
it.
need to drive around
Yeah,
in this
we-
car
no,
too.
we
have
actually
to get it
need to
fixed.
go to the job.
Yeah, in this car.
Well, you can
We
get
can't
more
drive around in
glass.
the
You're
bus.
just going to have to go over to Thor.
No, I say, listen, pal, buddy, we love you, but
He looks
good.
skeptical.
you're going to have to content yourself for the time being with this rolling mansion while
Well,
we load.
I get my own room.
You can use a room briefly.
I get my own room.
For now.
You don't get to keep this thing unless I fix it.
I didn't say that wasn't true. Also, we need this other truck for now so that we can go to our gig and then come back.
Okay.
You can't sleep in it.
Okay. He says, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll go sleep in a hotel. The room in the back next to the bathroom, that's mine. And he says, also, I'm going to go take the transponder and the IFF out. So
Very
don't bother
nice.
me.
Yeah.
Very nice of him.
I say, well,
I don't want anyone kicking down the door while I'm asleep
listen,
in my new bed.
it's not a look, man.
Like-
I'm
That'll
just like
happen.
I'm just like glaring at Armin like hired this fucking guy.
Yeah, you're the fixer. Fix this.
I don't know
And
how
he
to use
works.
computers.
Yeah, he works for you theoretically.
Yeah.
He is part of your
But
team.
he also
But-
also knows that
Way too much
his
inspection.
skills
he
are.
could very easily work for another team.
yeah,
And he may by the end of this episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember, structurally, you have teams, but you have to keep your team happy.
Yeah, I know.
Because your team may at any point decide you're an asshole boss and they're going to betray you or set you up.
Tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, well, I know it's like in real life, but we all face that.
Yeah. So
People, coworkers, you got to deal with.
for now,
Tell me about it.
it's
This fucking guy.
for now. I think it's fine
How
if
long
he
have you
sleeps
guys
back
known
there.
each other? Years.
30 years?
30
Yeah, it's about like me and my brother Dave.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But it's fine with me if while he is doing all this incredibly vital work that is going to keep us from getting drone struck,
Yeah, drone struck. I like that.
it's fine with me if he naps briefly in the back. Now, I'm more
Right.
concerned about what he did to your car.
Listen. Let me just say,
Thor's got
I
parts.
don't care who, and I know this is gonna sound crazy. I don't care who owns the bus because this is like company property. I just want to make it clear now. Ravina is my car. That's my personal.
Nobody's
property.
arguing. with
Ravina
you.
is-
I'm just saying, like, I'm not giving it to him, and I'm not going
Do
to.
not.
And it's
He's a
not
dick.
his to take.
Don't
No.
do it.
So
Fuck him.
if he if he wants a room in the company car, he
No.
can have a room in the company car. But Ravina is like off
Where-
the table.
This
Tell him
is
what
your
he needs
home.
to hear for now.
Yeah.
That's his
Exactly.
job. I don't
That's-
tell anybody what they need to hear.
I thought.
I was not hired to tell people what they need to hear. I was hired
Okay.
to fucking drive, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna tell people what they need to hear.
It's your home.
If he
That's
fucking gets in the driver's seat of my car again and says it's his car, I'm gonna put a fucking bullet through his head, and that's your problem to fucking.
I cover the ears on my Predator.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Okay?
Your dog,
my
your dog
fucking car.
rolls its eyes. No,
no.
You don't need to hear this.
It's my fucking car.
Listen, and your car deserves the best. That's why we need to go back to Thor's, because there's a lot of damage in this area.
Yeah.
And I know you're trying to tell me about Ravina, but I already know about Ravina. Okay? And I know this one man who can take care of both of you. You know what I'm saying? His name's Thor.
Yes, Thor is the only one allowed to do repairs on Earth. Yes.
Yeah.
And the truck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Both things.
Don't fight
Michael
this feeling.
Pondsmith,
Yeah,
everybody.
not anymore.
Don't fight
And
this
that's
feeling.
why I'm the man.
I need a clip of that.
Okay.
Now-
So will you guys finally quit fighting over the truck? I have 100 assassins running around in the marshalling yard looking
They're trying
for you.
to find you here.
And they're going, these places all look the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're gonna take.
There's a guy who looks like Adam Smasher just scratching his bald metal head going,
The
why do we come here?
a red portion. No. So, but what we need to do now is take all the pieces, all of our gear. I suspect, actually, we can use the new gear. We'll just load it into the old truck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's just
Yeah,
spot
new
for it.
gear,
Yeah.
old truck.
New gear, old truck.
Yeah.
Bending. We're gonna go into here. Obviously, we're gonna try not to wake up Arvinder, right? But we're gonna try to get the new equipment, get it out in the truck,
Yep.
hit the gate.
Okay, so you guys are doing that for the time being.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything else they want to do outside? You know, you can leave this building.
It's a dangerous place.
Yes, it is.
It
Take
is
this.
a dangerous place.
Don't
I think I just
we
want to get my
need
truck fixed.
food for the dogs?
Well, I think there's a
You will
paste
need-
of some kind in the.
Yeah.
like that thing that we
No, it's not in the vehicle.
Oh, it's not.
No, they don't normally feed.
no.
Oh, he
Brutus
goes back
there.
and
Brutus
charges.
is normally Brutus is normally
Yeah.
down
They
this
just
scar
close it.
shack.
we need
Yeah.
a charge thingy for the.
We need a Roomba thing.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a
You-
cable
you
for
get-
this dog?
all I have
I've
is
got an
USB-C.
ISA 3.2 dog.
Do you have a use a lightning cable or?
Let's try it.
A lightning cable for your lightning dog.
Yeah. So he
Okay.
needs a nutrient paste.
He needs
Yes.
nutrient paste. It looks like kind of a large sausage of amorphous gray stuff with a tap on the end. You squeeze it out into his,
Oh, God. It's like
Diamond bowl.
industrial nutrients.
which is
basically,
better
right?
than what he gets in a doghouse where, he lies down. Well, I'm not even getting into that. But,
Yeah.
they
What about
don't
the
bother to
little dog?
squeeze
Does
it out.
the little
They just-
dog eat normal food?
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as he can, but he will throw up.
Great.
Fair.
Love that. Okay.
That's his. That's just his dynamic of food.
Max, excuse me, Max, is one of the
Max
things.
is left.
Well, shit, Max.
Just call him. Just
He's
call him.
gone, man. He has things
Max,
to do.
can I call Max?
You can call Max, but you won't get him.
Wow.
Leave him a
Yeah.
message.
No, Max got you safely
He's
away,
got
and
shit to
he's
do.
Yeah.
he's got shit to do.
I mean, I've got some streetwise. I could probably figure out a way to get you NutriPaste.
No, I don't have.
I have here. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna limp out into. I'm gonna limp
Dog
out
needs food, you guys. He's really
I
hungry.
got some streetwise.
I got streetwise up to A. So I'm gonna.
I mean, NutriPaste is out there. You just, you go
I have
Night
a shirt
Market
that
and
says
get
that.
it.
Exactly.
The NutriPaste, by the way, is effectively also sold to humans, but nobody ever wants to eat it.
Oh, sure. It's like a moist version of kibble.
No, that would be good.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Here, I know how to get what you need.
It's
Now-
that, okay, the pink slime.
Yeah.
It's beyond pink slime.
Beyond pink slime implies that it's not pink slime.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
beyond pink slime.
Is it
means-
like the meatless version of slime Beyond Pink Slime?
It's pink slime, except that pink slime actually has stuff added to make it palatable,
Yeah, Mike.
so that you can put it in things.
Yes.
The dog has no real taste buds, so
right.
it doesn't care. So it's pink slime texture, but it's gray.
I've got
and, Yeah.
Here,
But
so
you
you-
could probably feed the dog pink slime.
Yeah, I'll try to find some, I guess.
I mean, is there a refrigerator on? We checked. There's
It's
no
gotta
food.
be,
There's no
'cause it had
slime
an
on
ice
the,
maker.
Yeah, there's no slime on the.
There's food in there, but there's no
But no.
slime
It's not for
because
this
nobody
pizza.
expects
Because
to
nobody
put
would
dog
eat
in
it.
Nobody would.
So you guys, you take care of Ravina, all right? You guys, let's get the stuff back. You guys pack it in. You take care of this. You take care of this dog. You guys have a connection,
We do.
Yeah.
okay? You take care
We're
of it.
spooning right now. He's the big spoon.
Yeah, he is. He's the huge
He's
spoon.
the huge one
You're
giant paw.
basically
Yeah.
spooning like a hydraulic Yeti.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Wow.
I'm right on that razor's edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Literally, I can feel the razor.
I can feel the razor.
Yeah.
Here, so I say, and I'm gonna get whatever this eats, and I'm gonna come back with it. This isn't something you have to think about.
I appreciate that, man.
This is what I do.
what he
I'll
does.
get
This is
whoever
my
this
job.
eats.
This is what he gets paid the
Yeah.
medium bucks for.
Yeah, this is what I do, and I'm happy to do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna limp out of this
So
fucking
you're limping
place.
out of there with the bandage
Limp out of
back,
this
and you're not bleeding
fucking
at least. that's
madhouse. Yeah, not anymore.
good. So you limp out. It's not exactly fun, but and you are going to be looking for a place where you can get food. It is daylight by now, so it's roughly about 7 in the morning.
Oh man, if I don't get a
Okay.
full 14 hours sleep,
She's like useless.
I'm gonna be bad at this concert
boy.
later.
You're gonna haunt the show.
Yeah.
I think Jam is
Okay.
probably trying to get some sleep.
Yeah, it sounded like he was getting down in already.
Okay, so Jam, you're sleeping. You're sleeping. Okay, that's 2 of the rooms. The 3rd room right now, you've noticed that your tech has moved some
Erwin's
stuff in. So, but he's
You got your
leaving
own
you
place.
your truck, but he did not clean the glass up. So you
No,
gotta
I'm gonna
clean your
I'm gonna
truck
go to
out.
the garage and get my car fixed. I don't have to sleep today. I'm not.
You're
First of all,
gonna
I don't
go to the
perform. And
garage.
second of all,
Okay,
like 8
great.
balls
I love
exist
it.
for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
elevate.
Yeah.
Okay.
just do a line.
I'll try to
6.
find you a line.
Okay. So
We
you
send
are
you to the corner store.
Yeah, to get slime and lines.
8 ball.
slime and lime. Okay. Yep. Synth food. It's actually considered to be pre-packed, kind of.
Yeah, it seems like it's a generalized industrial.
Industrial food.
Yeah.
It will satisfy your needs, but you may want to kill yourself if you have to eat it twice.
And your demon.
It's like a Hickory Farms beef stick.
Those taste good. I'm sorry.
Hickory Stars. Hickory.
I was gonna say.
You obviously
I love beef stick.
you have obviously
I do.
never been desperate enough if you don't think it's worthwhile.
Here, but yeah, basically, I'm gonna go through. I'm here to get drugs, and I'm here to get slime, and I'm all out of drugs and slime, which is why I'm trying to find it. I think is the arc.
Bring me the slime.
Yeah,
So let's get back down to business here.
Yeah.
All right.
Drugs
so
and slime.
You're leaving to get slime. What are you doing?
I'm probably sleeping.
Okay, so make a roll.
Oh man.
D6.
sleep roll.
Sleep roll.
D6 or what did you say?
D6.
D6.
Roll D6.
The number of the beast.
5. Am I subtracting one from this?
No, you are not.
5.
But what's happening is, remember you got zapped pretty hard? Well,
Yep.
that damage has not been taken care of.
I
And
can't
so-
sleep it off.
Well,
Apparently not.
you're sleeping it off by rerouting in your brain, so you're having amazing nightmares. They're like terrifying.
You had me at
You
amazing.
wanted-
You lost me. at
okay.
nightmares.
Yeah. There was an arc.
Yeah, your sleep demon is like moved in and unpacked his room.
Oh man.
Yeah, you are basically having nightmares like nobody's business as your brain attempts to reintegrate around what you
Reroute?
just did. Yeah, it's not entirely rerouting, but it's trying to repair some of the damage.
Jesus.
Remember,
man.
your brain is you've got little holes there, but your brain is literally wired with a net of nanotech all through it. Or you couldn't do what you're doing.
All right. So
Your body, in fact, has got a lot of nanotech in it.
what could I have done? We're not going to retcon this, but what could I have done
What-
to like fix?
You
this
could
situation?
not, but if you guys had stopped and found a MedTech or a Ripper Doc,
Ripper Doc.
they
Ripper
could have
Doc.
done something. And indeed, if somebody wants to risk their lives to do it, well, they may not notice you, but you could go find a Ripper Doc and have her on the table, and they would clean her system out pretty fast and repair the burned out areas.
Gear up on the scope. Get her up on the scope.
Yeah,
Like
basically.
a Jiffy Lube, but for like your brain.
Okay, let's get this puppy out. Okay, hand me the tube. Yeah.
Right.
Jeez, this is wrong. Just so wrong.
It's vile.
Okay, so that's what you're doing is you're having restless, bad nightmares right now. What are you doing other than crying in your beer and getting stoned and going, my God, my God?
That's
well,
a
we
night.
have to take this car out today.
We do.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna take it to Thor's.
Solo?
Yeah.
Solo's not a good idea.
I'm gonna take you to the night market.
Yeah, you need a
can't go on
solo.
foot. People are looking for us. So I'm gonna drive
Oh,
you to the
okay,
night
thank
market,
God. Okay, so
and
this-
then we'll go to
so
the
you have a
garage
wingman
after.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're not gonna go on foot, are you?
I was gonna pop
There's
out.
people looking for us.
Yeah, but some of them I want to find me. You know what I mean?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know what you mean.
Think about that.
His death wish.
Well, here.
That's
so
what
night,
you mean.
night market.
Yeah.
I live in here.
I'm gonna drive you there, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna go get the car.
Get some
fixed.
place that's got
I'm not going
some-
to Thor's by
some
myself.
coverage.
I don't have that type of restraint.
No.
I'll crawl back into bed with him.
No
the
one.
car won't get fixed.
No one does. No one does. They've seen the man
This
work.
is the conversation we're having
No,
while
yeah.
I'm driving
Yeah.
to the night
No,
market.
Okay,
And it's-
so you're
it's-
driving him
yeah.
to the night market in your old truck.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right then. So that's what you're doing, fighting right now, cats and dogs. And I'll get to the night market in a few, find out what you can actually get a hold of. But most night markets will have this sort of slime, essentially,
Yeah.
the nutrient paste number 305. So, you know, it's not going to be, they're going to look at you crazy when you say that.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
Man,
you want
guys
this
are-
for
Yeah,
you?
dude, you must, I hope you have a dog, because if you
Yeah.
don't, man, you're desperate.
Yeah, it's weird. These
Yeah.
are dark times.
And maybe ask around for Ripper Duck.
Exactly.
Right.
Or, or see if they have a.
Ripper Duck
drink.
may not be that impossible to find, particularly because they do have mobile clinic stuff that you could go to. Okay, so what are you doing? Wolf.
As the talent, I would also be asleep. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Preparing for the show.
Okay.
I need my rest.
Okay, so you're in the third bedroom then.
I am,
assume. Okay,
yeah.
you're in third bedroom and you find a problem I used to have when I had a Siberian Husky, which is that your bed is being taken over by your dog, which wants to be near you and sleep on the bed because that's what they do.
Of course. He can have as much room as he wants.
You have no bed.
Yeah.
Yes, I will sleep. Can I get some towels from the bathroom
You
and make myself a nest?
You dig around a little bit and you realize that, as long as he doesn't extend the blades in his back, he's actually kind of comfy.
Oh, you
He's
sleep
like-
on him.
I can sleep right
Ah.
to
I
him
think
there.
he's
Yeah.
probably warm because he's got all
Yes.
those like.
Yeah, because
machinery.
he's a
And it's like
nuclear furnace.
generating
Yeah.
white noise.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
the
you
white
got-
noise.
Yeah, you get a little white noise, a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Hisses.
Yeah. And every so often he, like in his sleep, he kind of goes, oh, big talons open up for a moment, then it closes.
Tear my back.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, your dog sleeps and then your dog has dreams
Oh, yeah.
and then your dog tears you apart.
Yeah.
Well, I will. Yeah, I'll tuck in there with him.
Okay,
and try
so
to get some sleep.
we'll leave you there. Let's go to the people actually moving.
Yeah.
Since you're sleeping, you're sleeping, you guys are on the road. Okay? So,
So how many times? This is a real conversation. Mm-hmm. So how many times have you? What is this? What's the store cycle? Like how many times have you fallen back into? And there's no judgment here.
Right.
I need to know. Maintaining the social fabric of our organization obviously is key, and I feel like this is
he
someone
really
who
is a corporate, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like this is sort of you've sort of gone into and out of his orbit many times.
Okay, what
I'm
do
just
you
wondering.
consider going into and out of his orbit?
Let's say that the orbit, roughly speaking, is his bed.
Oh. Okay, so
Let's say that you were orbiting his bed.
well, I started out just like as a customer, because he's he works on my car.
Yeah, yes, yes, he
then,
does.
It grew into something more.
Something special,
Okay,
right?
and
Something you're loath to let go of.
yeah, and
Yes.
I guess that was cycle one.
I don't
into
think we have
his
therapists
bed,
in
right?
the book anywhere.
I'm shocked you don't have a table for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I say,
So that was cycle one.
Okay.
But then
Yeah, right.
I found out he was in a relationship, and that made me feel bad And so I broke up with him, and then he
Right.
came to me and he said, "Oh, he left her," and that made me more mad because
Oh.
Yeah.
he broke her heart, and then he dumped her, and I was like, I don't need that.
Is it
like,
because
for my-
now it's more pressure to for commitment? Maybe that was
No, I
looking
think
for?
it's more like he probably definitely has bad karma, and I don't want that on me. Like if
Right.
I'm in
I'm
his
beginning to
orbit,
wonder if I'm in a cyberpunk game or not.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Therapy.
then that karma is gonna get me. And you know, the thing is, I go back to Thor to
Right.
get my car fixed.
Right.
And Thor always thinks I'm going back to him.
Oh, he thinks that that's what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah,
In the
well, you
absence
know,
of any other information.
And I don't know why his girlfriends get so mad at me because I'm
Girlfriends.
just trying to get my car
girlfriends.
fixed.
Well, what you kind of realized over time, one reason you probably bugged out is Thor basically gets women attaching to him like nobody's business,
Yeah, I don't
and
need
he's
those
oblivious.
locusts on me.
So even the girl that he was going out with at the time, he wasn't, as you and I would think, going out, but this woman had attached herself to him.
Got it.
And
Okay.
so he had to eventually say, "Oh well, no, I'm not interested. I'm not going to marry you or anything like that." And that's why they broke up. So it was a little messier than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder, but it's like, I bet it's just like,
But
it
here's
all
the thing.
starts with them bringing their cars in.
Here's the thing, Armin.
Yeah.
I doubt that, like, he doesn't commit to anybody. He wouldn't commit to me. I think I'm just, like, the one that got away. You know, like, it's because I dumped him before he could dump me that he's, like, obsessed. Probably. I don't know. I don't really care.
Okay.
I just need my car fixed.
Thank you.
know?
Yeah, I just,
He
I'm just
is
gonna.
hot, though.
Uh,
So.
Yeah, nobody's saying he isn't. I'm saying I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. I'll be there as a neutral observer.
By the way,
Yes.
when you do hit a night market, because as a fixer you know where to find one.
Yeah.
You get a pretty nice mixed one that covers mostly food and drugs.
Oh, this
That's
is
like-
That's the perfect.
That's what I
Yeah.
would
My
want.
Okay.
leg's fucking torn
Okay.
up, too.
I
You
get
need
in
some-
there.
Yeah, well,
I-
you know that was what the role was. So yes, you have that, and you can get bags of pre-pack and a bunch of other stuff, as well as a live chicken.
Trader Joe's.
Chicken, they'd be
Yeah,
fighting
or a
over
live
chicken.
pig. You can bring the live pig back, throw it in a pit.
I look at him like Jam would love that. It's like a big
Big old
pot belly
pig.
pig. Jam would love that. He'd
Here,
love
you
that
have
pig.
you like pets? Yeah, here's your pig. What?
No. We're not gonna. I say no. We're not. That's not where we're here.
Right.
Okay.
We need drugs
but-
for your fucked up leg.
Exactly. So I need. We want the big kit that's got multiple sausages. I don't want to be coming back to this night market every night.
Every night, no.
So we need a few for the supply. We also it sounds like my friend needs cocaine, and so we gotta
Something.
get some
Yeah.
cocaine
Well,
or whatever
it's
they
drugs.
have. Whatever they have. It's not a bad idea just to have some on hand. And then if my leg ever starts bothering me, I'll get sky high.
Yeah. A little mix of uppers and outers, and
Yeah.
little mix.
Yeah.
Make a little trail mix of.
We
Get
need
some-
the slime for the dog, and then we need the slime for the band.
Yeah. It's the same.
Oh yeah.
It's all based on the
Different
same
kind of slime.
inputs.
Okay, so you are wandering through the night market. The night market isn't always at night,
No.
but we call this a dawn market at least.
Okay.
And that, there's not as much stuff as you would normally expect
It's
to
picked
find.
over.
Yeah, well, it's been more than picked over.
God damn
During the day, it's a little more like, a really good Asian market in Vietnam or Singapore. is a big
Well, yeah,
site now.
you said there's a lot of foods.
So it's mostly a lot of foods, and there's a fairly large contingent of, little grannies who are arguing with the vendors and
Oh, it's
the whole bit like that.
The place is
Chromed up grannies.
yeah.
Yeah.
You give
Great
me
band.
that at a good that tomato. That's soft.
Oh yeah,
Granny.
exactly. Yeah, but they have a cyber hydraulic hand. It's like none of these tomatoes are gonna live up to this granny's
Yeah, well,
expectations.
that's what grannies are. So yeah, you're basically in a food market.
Right.
You notice, because people eat damn near anything, that there's real chickens and there's real pork. It's insanely expensive.
Oh yeah.
And it's
I'm not buying
alive. And they're actual vegetables, also insanely expensive. So, the crushing tomatoes can cost you. And then there's stuff that you wouldn't have expected, like large buckets that when you open them up, it's cockroaches all the way down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
I mean, I could.
Protein.
There's a practicality
yeah.
there.
And the great part of cockroaches is they'll scoop you out 2 scoops, and then you get to pick a flavor you want to shake into the bag. They
Oh
give you.
hell yeah!
They do that in places with the silkworms and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
yeah.
There's
And
lots of different
crickets.
types of crickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll like
Yeah.
basically put any flavor you want on them.
I'll have to remember that. I just fed
Well, it's
my
real.
lizard with silkworms. I could have put pepper
Could
on
have
them or
put some
something.
pepper
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would have eaten it then. Yeah.
Little tahini.
Elevated flavors.
My elevated lizard.
Yeah. So uplifted lizard. So
Yeah.
basically, I'm trying to get these waxy, greasy, gray-looking sausages, and I want to get a grip of them.
Yeah, they're
So
more
we're-
like plastic. Like,
Yeah, the tube, right?
Okay, you remember liverwurst?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, liverwurst. Best way to think of it is this very loose, floppy, almost gelatinous liverwurst.
Okay.
Man.
So it's in that plasticky container.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
squeezed into with
It's just a weirdo-
metal clip at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Okay. So in South Korea, my students, like when I was a teacher there for a little bit, like they would. I'm like, what are you eating? Because it looked like it was not made of anything biological on this planet, and it was a color that was also not anything I could recognize.
Oh, some whacked
and it
out
looked
color?
like a waxy eraser. And I'm like, what are you eating? And he's like, sausage. And I'm like, I don't think that's what is it? And I asked like an adult, like, what are these things? And they're like, it's solid, but it was like, a little
Yeah.
metal clip, and they were like marketed to kids, and they had little cartoons all over them. They were like little sausage snacks.
Meat.
Meat snacks.
Apparently, I don't know what.
Pressurized
I never
meat?
looked. Yeah, it's
They
super
have something like
processed.
that over in Europe. In
they
Central
love
Europe
them.
too.
Yeah.
The kids loved them.
That's the
Bologna.
It was
meat.
probably good. I never tried one.
Bologna's kind of
I ate
crazy.
a lot of bologna as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same stuff. I think we just had it was like round.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we had a different package. Okay, so you go through the market. You get a feeling as you're going through the market that everybody's a little on edge.
The place is kind of turned up.
And yeah, but you're not sure it's about you. It's
Yeah.
like there's something on the
a
street
big town.
going on. Yeah. And
Can I just check the feeds real quick? Just
yeah. And
there's some obvious reason?
You know, you're going through nothing obvious offhand. There is an Arasaka carrier, an actual aircraft
Like
carrier
overhead?
that is stationed. Well, not overhead.
Yeah.
It's in the water.
Yeah.
It's big. There's an Arasaka carrier that's been stationed in the harbor for a while, and it's sort of one of the reasons why the New American, the NUSA,
Yeah.
has not actually turned around and invaded
Oh,
Night City
it's
because
just-
they don't want to wake up another sleepy tiger.
Right.
But the carrier isn't there. It pulled out during the night, and no one
and they
knows
liked
why.
they liked having that here.
Oh yeah, it was you know, like I have a carrier offshore with a lot of nasty AVs and jets and all that.
Oh, so they're
And-
so they're starting to think that their lives might change very quickly.
right. So that's one of the things you got.
So business is brisk.
Yeah, brisk because people and people are stocking up. Okay, and
Cyber toilet paper, hard to find.
Very hard to find.
For your cyber ass.
very painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Cyber
you know,
hand
basically
sanitizer, gone.
people in 2020 they pull out aluminum foil and they go, just brace yourself, dude.
Yeah.
That's canon now. I mean, that's
That's it.
Yeah. That's welcome to the dark future.
welcome to the dark future.
So I mean, I have no reason to get in these people's faces about anything.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get in line behind this granny. She's gonna, and then once she establishes the price, I'm just gonna ask for the same thing at that price.
Haggle, haggle, haggle. Okay, so
I'll draft on this granny.
so you so you two are together.
Yeah.
Okay. It's time for me to make an awareness check on something. Find out who gets it
boy.
first.
Listen, some of our awareness checks on this were amazing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like in competition in that Mario Kart race.
Yeah, you definitely were.
So, how do we feel about row 5?
Okay. Nova's not there. She's passed out.
Yeah.
Armand, you couldn't find your ass with both hands.
Wow.
It's just bad roll, man.
Wow.
And,
That didn't feel like it was in game.
No, he meant you.
oh no! if I was going to insult you, I've worked
I
on
feel
it.
very confident you could do it.
I would give you the benefit of a really good insult. You deserve it,
Yeah,
man.
thanks, pal.
Yeah, But in the meantime,
Can we keep
Only the best
Silk
insults.
Road, you are going through the market, and he's shopping and hiding behind the grannies, and at some point he's buying something, and the grannies are arguing chickens with him or
Yeah.
something, and you see a hollow poster, and it's up on a wall, haphazardly stuck, and it says, "Tonight at Riot. Love the Beast." And you look at it and you see it's your date for the show.
What the?
What the
Tear it down.
frack?
Stomp over to Armin. No, put the chicken down.
He runs away.
Free!
Dude, hello. Does this? What looks off about this too?
And you notice that when you kind of look up, you see several of them scattered through the market that are all advertising a big venue deal at the Riot, starring Love the Beast. And
That's
it is
it.
the dates that you were told to show up.
But you're saying we could sleep in now.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Here, I take a look at the hollow poster, and it's like, while I'm looking at it, I'm using my Neuroport and its associated software to send a message to Main Man Edge that just says, obviously, we're super excited about the show tomorrow. Band name forthcoming.
Okay.
So
But-
far, it's
I heard you guys had
Euro
15 names.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is a lot of.
Have you picked one yet?
Our hollow posters are very large.
Yes.
We're the world's first polymorphic band,
Yeah.
and that's what kind of gives us our zing, like on the street.
Polymorphic Band. Did we get that one in there?
We did get one that, but we're way past that one
okay.
on the list.
But it's. Did you? I don't know why you would do this. It seems like Love the Beast has the spot that you gave us. Is that?
What?
Am I understand? I mean.
Son of a
And then
bitch, no.
I'll basically snap a shot from the ocular camera, attach it to the message. Like, I
And
see these are everywhere.
You
so
hear some really quiet swearing and what you think might be Singhalese, and basically at the end of it, he goes, "I need to go talk to some people."
yeah, I say, well, make sure that I'm one of the people that you need to talk
Oh,
to.
trust me, you
Does
will.
this look like freshly printed?
Oh, it's holographic.
No,
it's
it's
projected.
holographic.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Projected.
yeah.
So it
Yeah,
could even
projected.
change in real time for all we know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, it's a little on us that we don't have a band name, right? So, in my mind, I'm thinking,
know.
well, maybe there's supposed to be anything on the poster.
Yeah, why don't you come in and say, "We're Love the Beast." Now, Love the Beast.
Yeah, we do have a lot of their equipment.
We stole their shit. Let's steal their name.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Let's
Oh,
feel it.
that's evil.
Except they're owned by Media Magica.
They
So
are.
we'll be calling a corpo
we
down.
will be
If
calling
we-
down
if
a
we-
guillotine.
Yeah.
And when haven't you done that?
An orbital guillotine. God, it would be
A
really crazy to
Southeast
go on there.
Asian juggernaut that's gonna come after us with the
But
force of
the truth is that
thousands.
under duress, Jam Dark Magic was forced to play Love the Beast songs at the utmost
That's
level
good
they can
at
be
it.
So he
executed.
can do it.
Yeah.
He can do it.
Right, so the wheels are turning,
Oh,
and then
nice.
I say, listen, I'm working on it.
Listen, we always come in as one band name and leave the venue with another band name. We just do the same thing. We come in as them, as whatever that love the
Right?
beast,
Yeah.
and we'll use
Or
it.
leave. I
And-
mean, either way.
There is a
we
problem, which is that if you're going to come as Love the Beast, you better find a way to stop them from actually making the stage.
That
Yeah, and also they're essentially a paramilitary organization.
they have gangers.
Well,
on the
right now
payroll.
they're a band that doesn't have a bus or instruments, but
Guess that is
Yeah.
true.
How are
odds
they
are
gonna
They
make
have money.
it there?
They can just buy new stuff.
Is there any way
no, their corporation can buy the new stuff.
Yeah.
is there any way that Jam
I think
could
BTS buys their own stuff. No.
activate social and try to get a group
You can.
of our fans
Oh yeah.
there?
This is exactly what you can do.
And to be honest, you know media, which if you get a chance to talk to him, he might be able to get something out there.
If I could get through to Max, yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
So if these
Max
are
is kind of going down right now because he's trying to close this story.
if these are holographic things,
Yeah.
can you
You-
just hack
you
in
think
and
about-
change?
Yeah,
the
of course.
logo?
This is the Netrunner talking. It's like, well, why don't you just hack the posters?
Yeah, basically,
I love
a
what I'm hearing.
holographic poster. Actually, because of the nature of how things operate in the 77 period, everybody's chipped. Everybody sees. So the poster itself is actually an emitter, kind of the equivalent of.
It's a projector.
Well, no, you know
Right.
the little signs in you see on the tops of buildings and these basically a barcode.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
it's not the barcode. It's the
QR code.
Yeah. That's what you have. You have that, and it's basically stuck on a wall, sticky, and then it broadcasts to your optics. So there's no poster there.
In the classic sense.
Yeah.
There's no poster in a classic sense. What there is you look at it, and basically it has a barcode that, much as you were showing me that.
The AR version.
You're
AR
just
version, yeah, it's-
uploading info,
Mhm, yeah.
basically.
So-
It's just referencing it.
constantly. Yeah.
It's a link.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, listen, I thought it was a great idea.
Well,
Oh, that was awesome.
what do you want to do? Well, actually, you're not there, right?
I'm not there.
exactly.
We're still asleep.
No,
Okay.
I'm just spitballing
Okay,
here. Like,
so-
we're-
But Jam has a plan. This poster is
I'm dreaming a plan.
obviously this sucks, and I basically say, "Hey, I'm working on this." Like,
I'm just letting you know.
yeah, no, and I needed to know it, and I appreciate it. I didn't even see it. I was working on this. I was trying to get this grease, wet dog food crap for a demon that lives with us.
Our pet demon.
Brutus.
Matt Demon.
But yeah, I'm getting the product out. I mean, I'd be more than happy to haggle. I can get in there with my persuasion
Okay.
or my streetwise. I mean, I can absolutely play this game with these people. I mean, obviously they're playing it at a very high level. This is like the NBA
Yeah. Well.
of chicken selling.
But you're
Okay.
buying sludge though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like-
hope you're getting
Is
sludge.
there
You're always getting hungry.
Ripper Doc time between now and the show.
7 in the morning, 8 to get there at least. So yeah, but 8:30 you're buying chickens and you're finding out about this concert.
Right.
You have turned so about 9, so it's about 9:15 or so.
Yeah, it's early.
Okay, so it's still relatively early. Fascinating. Let's find out what the weather and the day is like.
Yeah, let's just be. I have a
Yeah,
table
all these
for this.
weird things that we put in here because we thought we might need to know how this works.
But you have there's all kinds of automation things like in the big book.
yeah,
There's lots of tables.
actually,
This is why we know who Thor is because of these tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, the part that's fascinating though is that fans have started adding things, and I could actually go find the weather if I really wanted to go fire up the computer.
Yeah. It wouldn't
Okay.
surprise
Like
me.
a live feed of the current weather.
There is a table generator that will generate your weather.
Right.
Okay.
And fascinatingly enough, it's going to be raining,
This is how I want it to feel.
but it's going to be blood rain.
Is that a
which
thing?
is not a
Yeah,
band.
Jim.
It's not a
excuse me?
band.
What's Blood Rain?
Blood Rain.
Blood Rain.
It's a
Okay.
band name now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
write that shit
Is it
on
like
there.
Actually, I think
Ferris
Blood Rain actually
material?
is.
Is
Yes,
it in there?
Got
it is
it.
sort of okay. So here's the deal.
reddish.
There was a war. A lot of shit got thrown up. People got rocked. Things were thrown up in the atmosphere.
Oh,
You remember what California's skies looked like, or actually Western Washington's skies looked like during the
The fire?
fires a couple
Oh, yeah.
years ago? You'd walk out and it literally looked like you were inside Mars.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Well,
for sure.
That's basically, imagine that with, nukes going off and stuff being thrown up and orbital artillery.
Particulate.
Yeah, so what happened was that for a fairly long time, the skies were red.
Oh, Cyberpunk Red.
Yeah, cyberpunk red. And the skies were kind of that amazing red, which if somebody sat down and ordered this for me when I was writing it, it wouldn't have been as good as this, But over time, you've got less and less red skies because it was being rained out of the atmosphere. And when it comes down, all of that greasy oil and radioactive material and all that comes down in the rain.
So it's
and
not
it's
drinkable
usually
anymore.
red.
No.
It's red because it's raining out the particulate from time of the red. And it's kind of greasy and smells kind of like battery acid.
Yikes. So
And
I also
that's a red rain.
Okay.
so I also need an umbrella, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm
sizzle
pretty
through
sure
it.
that's
Actually,
carcinogenic.
No, you know what? I can project my I have a corporate body shield that extends and unfolds from my forearm. Could I use it as a?
Well, is it on your sheet?
Yeah, of
Do
course.
you have that?
Of course, yeah. No, here, listen. It's called the Rockland Augmetics Executive Protection Cyberarm.
Okay.
Cyberarm contains a pop-up shield. Listen, if this
Yeah,
shield has 10
go-go
HP,
gadget.
I think I can probably keep rain off with it.
Okay, well, you're keeping the rain off anyway because the rain, it has to, have a little time to eat through your clothes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
I'm just
And,
keeping this shit off.
when it starts happening, the grannies just all, say something to each other and mutter, and they get their enormous shopping bags out full of vegetables and weird things, cockroaches, dead rats, and they pull out luridly colored
you bet.
anime umbrellas.
So the place explodes, like in color,
Yeah, in
like
color,
second,
yeah.
a couple drops, and then it blooms.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're seeing literally lurid anime-based, umbrellas that these grannies are carrying.
Nice.
It's wonderful.
Nice, Granny.
This,
So-
this kicks ass.
Okay, so you have had a chance to look at this, and you know that
We don't like it.
LTB seems to have
gonna
lifted
come
your
to the-
gig.
Yeah.
Somehow,
Okay.
but also
But-
the promoter didn't
Didn't
know.
know.
Main Man Edge sounded pretty pissed.
Right.
So you got to kind of decide: are you going to show up there? Or are you going
You
to,
have to.
I mean, this
We
is
need our money.
our gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our gig, man. This is our chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't bang up Ravina to not get paid.
No,
Like,
exactly.
I
And
didn't
and also, I would put our team against Serene. There's no question.
I wouldn't. They had gangers like up the ass.
I mean,
No,
musically.
they had fan
Music.
gangers.
Music.
They had fan
Musically.
gangers.
Yeah, there was like 50
but
of them.
you guys may have some fans too. At least you know that that's being promoted a bit by your pet media. You got an interesting problem. How do you want to get Love the Beast out of the way so that you can go do your gig? You can get rid of them. You can mess up their gig. There's
Well, I
a
think
lot of
Nova
ways to
solved their
go.
problem. If they show up, we're gonna kill that fucking dog, right? I say this like very casually to Armin. I now have like an anime umbrella with like a very scantily clad, big tittied woman on it, and I'm like, well, I think we just sent him a picture and we're like, hey, if you show up to the gig, we're gonna gut your fucking dog, right?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna gut
That was
dog
what
up.
the game
I'm
plan
I'll
was.
do it.
Like we had discussed
I'm not part of
this.
this.
I'm not
If
part
you
Dog
need me
killing
to
at
do
all.
it, I'll do it. Like,
No, we're not going to actually
This is
do
so
it.
John Wick.
We're
Yeah,
just
right.
going to threaten to do it.
I don't think Silk would. I think
It's
Silk
not
would
my dog.
actually
It's
do
John
it.
Wick's dog.
I don't think Silk's a dog person. I think she'd be like, I mean, it chewed up your leg. You're probably itchy to get back in.
Didn't you want to see John Wick have a little big dog like that? He steps out, guns everywhere. Keanu Reeves looking massively dangerous and under his arm.
John Wick 2077.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, we're only at
We need a
before.
crossover.
It's going to take us a long time to get
But
there.
like,
but I
we
believe in
should
it.
threaten them. We should be like, if you show up today, this dog is gonna get it.
Your
Yeah.
dog's fucked.
And then killed.
That sounds.
No, just
You had to go there.
What?
Wow.
just
There's no filter. I'm sorry.
killed.
Filter.
Did your conversation chat GPT go offline?
It did. It did.
Just
Ran out of
killed.
space.
Okay. So you are threatening the dog. You're standing there with the grannies kind of looking over, and eventually, like, one of them looks kind of like, oh, you're so pathetic, because she sees the rather large amount of gray ooze in containers, and so
I'm like,
So-
oh, not for me.
and she
Not for me.
basically reaches out puts a coin down, and
Oh my God.
the vendor hands her a live chicken, and she calmly breaks its neck and puts it in your bag and pats your arm. Like,
So small.
you know, so mom-like, you know.
Wow.
And she says something in a language you don't understand, but something vaguely
But you
Southeast
get it.
Asian. That's yes, you get it.
You know what it's
You-
meant.
Yeah.
You poor child,
Poor devil.
Yeah.
eat tonight.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think I would like.
You have an army of
seek her
grannies
blessing.
following. This
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
The way Indian
Army of
girls
grannies.
do. I
Army
think
of
I'd
grannies.
seek her blessing and be like, oh, shukriya, you know?
Okay. Yes.
Get-
Well,
Shukran.
she's kind of in the, you know, patting you in the arm and saying, you know, such
I'm
a
married
nice.
poor.
Yeah. You get the
I'm
impression
married poor.
that you kind of patch it together because you know, Punjabi and Indian languages
Yeah.
you do some crossovers.
Yeah, they do a
Yeah.
lot of crossover.
And
Yeah.
what you realize is that she's saying in Thai, you think, that you look like a nice young couple and you should eat well tonight.
I know.
You know.
It was
So-
true love, but he's poor. Thank you. I just say that.
May things go better for you, she says. Would you like me to kill another chicken?
No,
No,
You've
that's-
done too
one is-
much. You've done
Okay.
too much.
Okay, so you now have a broken neck dead chicken in your bag.
yeah, and a bunch of other slime.
And several
Armin is probably like
tubes
so
of
confused. So
slime.
I'm like, I'm married poor.
Yeah.
And you know, she says,
The heart
whatever
wants
you,
what it wants.
and she says,
Yeah.
use vegetables. Don't use that slime to cook this.
Yeah. Don't
a
shit.
fine
Her
chicken.
her worst nightmare is that we're gonna cook
It's chicken.
that
and slime.
chicken in this
Don't
slime.
Let, don't
No.
let your husband cook it.
Yeah, I won't let him touch it. I won't let him touch it. You know he doesn't even know what seasoning is. I got
No.
it. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Here. So I mean, I think we can get a little. We'll just get a little drugs as treat,
And sprinkle it on the chicken.
and
I'm sorry, the chicken's dead.
And
It's
then-
not going to get elevated.
and then we're out. And so I just kneel down. Just to sort of like get on the level with the granny, and then I lift up the bag and I gesture the chicken. I nod my head, and then I say,
You're asking the granny for the snuff?
And the granny,
Maybe
the
she-
granny
Where's
looks
the
over
nose
you and
candy?
says, "You need to get your husband under control.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
You know what men are like."
Dad.
That's where all his money went, right up his nose.
Yeah, no,
Stop
no
it. What
wonder,
are you-
no wonder I have to buy you chicken.
I'm so
Exactly.
sorry.
she's
gonna-
reaching into the bag.
He's
What are
gonna
you
sell
doing?
that chicken for Coke.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to. I need to get lifted. And
She's
so-
very upset right now. You've
Yeah.
upset her
Yeah.
greatly.
And you notice that as you know the argument gets louder, that more grannies start coming.
Oh no!
over.
The
They think
granny
you're a
union.
They
granny-
think you're a deadbeat drug addict husband.
Come on, you guys have got to have been in markets like this.
Yes,
at least
oh, yeah.
twice a
100%.
million.
I know
Yeah.
exactly
Yes.
who this
I have
is.
now been in at least
Yeah.
7 different countries where there's a granny squad. Somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Emerging
off Granny
just
Squad.
from grates.
Yeah, they just kind of teleport in, you know, and they all have those
Arboreal grannies.
enormous plastic shopping bags.
Yep.
You know,
Here, so now I'm too ashamed. Now I see that. Now that I see the
you have shamed your
yeah
wife.
the
your lovely
opprobrium
wife.
of all these grannies. Now I
That one told me I'm pretty and I could do better, and now you're asking her for
well,
drugs.
that's. I mean, I don't know about that.
That was her opinion.
Well,
Woman knows.
yeah, a mother, no.
Yeah.
So now I've decided that I can get drugs anywhere in Night City. I don't have to
Yeah.
get them. I don't have to get them from this coven,
Granny Coven.
this granny coven over
Granny
here.
Coven.
Okay.
So we can go. We have bigger fish to fry. We have to specifically. We need to take this truck.
Yeah.
And
Thor.
as you're leaving, one of the other grannies quietly slides up to you, and she hands
She has a
you-
son. Let's be clear.
Yeah, no, that
You know for a fact.
Available.
that should happen, but
Very,
I'm not, I
very
don't want to
handsome
get.
young man.
Yes,
Dude,
I don't want to
please.
go sidetrack quite yet.
Here, so I'm ready to get out of here.
Wait, but what does this old
Yeah,
lady
yeah,
say
yeah,
when
but
she
no, but
sidles
what's
up
going
to
on
me?
with
She sidles up to you with another dead chicken, and she slips it in your bag and says,
She's just going crazy with
"Yeah,
the chickies.
this
Get
is no,
those
this is
sympathy
another
chickens."
little old lady."
Oh wow.
And she says something that you basically translate down to, and here are some leeks and some long pepper.
Oh, dude.
Make yourself a good meal. Don't let that deadbeat sell all this for drugs.
thanks, Michael. Thank you
you.
for giving this to the other Michael.
Thank you.
Mike's unite.
Yeah, I'm like, I won't. I won't. You know, I won't
Okay,
let him do it.
so-
I would never let him do that to our children.
Okay.
And this is what you hear.
Oh.
I say this in English. I say this in English. I say I would never let him do that to her.
Okay, and one of the grannies, like, reaches, she doesn't hug you, but she, like, squeezes
Yeah.
your arm, and they all kind of wave, and they go off in, like, a little pile of grannies, to shop through the rest of the market.
I'll see you next week, grandmothers.
Okay,
As I get into
they
the
wave
truck.
back.
I've never
Hey,
needed drugs more.
you've got fans now.
I know. We should
Yeah, we
invite them
should.
to the gig.
Yeah.
Arm them and bring them to the show.
Yeah.
Grannies
Chromed
are
out
always
granny.
armed.
Yeah, dude.
I
I
like
know
this
that.
idea.
We established they had chromed
Yeah,
out grandma.
chromed out.
They're
Yeah.
packed. They are packing heat for sure.
Well,
okay, so
you got to get your bad booster gang son out of jail every so often.
Yeah.
And that requires heat.
yeah. So listen, I think we got to go over to Thoris real quick. Just
Offer him a chicken as a peace
Well, no, I was just gonna
offering.
say now we're dialed in. It sounds like we got some leeks and long peppers as well. So
Yeah, they
you
really don't
cook
like
something
you.
up,
You
man.
shouldn't come back here.
no,
Will it heal my brain trauma?
no, they'll kill me. Yeah, it's
they-
natural
If you eat that
medicinals.
long pepper, yes.
Yeah.
They're upset with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
He said you're a deadbeat. You know, I,
did
won't
my-
translate
I did
all of
my
it. I
best.
say
Please
this
don't.
as I'm because
I say, honestly, you don't have to translate a lot of it. A lot of it was coming through pretty clear.
I told
Yeah.
them I have to drive because you're always tripping.
God.
You just give off this like.
I just exude it.
This,
I just exude it.
that bum.
That's exactly
Granny. if Granny pulls out one of her flip flops and hits you.
No, I was like, God, I can't escape. They congregate. I'm risen as though on a wave of them. I have to get out of here. Now I'm scared.
You have an army of grannies behind you, man. You can do anything now.
Yeah. Well, as long as I get out of the way before the.
It's gonna
Just
be
like
flip
armed
flops
with
and
ship-ships
umbrellas and,
and
bags that are like chasing gangers down the street. Get out of the neighborhood.
I'm ready for this.
They'd be powerful though. They could enact a lot of social change.
They could.
Oh, grannies rule the universe.
Yeah,
They
they
make it work.
And if you got international grannies,
What if
Think about that. Think about that wisdom. Pool that wisdom.
All formed
A
arm.
granny
Yeah,
Voltron.
Granny Voltron.
Granny Voltron. Okay,
Just-
Granny Voltron. Is that a band name or not?
Chucking ships and
Granny Voltron is not terrible, actually. Here, so
Granny
Thor.
Voltron.
Thor.
Thor.
Okay, so you guys are going to Thor.
Sleeping.
Okay,
Thorax.
I really hope he's not with another woman. It's the middle of the day.
you guys.
Yeah, you'd
it's
think. right?
business hours. It's
You guys
10
are,
a.m.
and then your phone chimes. You're in your head,
Oh, okay.
and it says, "This is Main Man Edge. Where's your fixer?"
Oh, he is out looking for drugs and slime right now.
Ain't got time for that. Tell him that we're going to have to go hardball on this. I'm going to make some arrangements and talk to the booking agent at Riot. I want you to show up.
Okay, copy that. Why wouldn't I? I was gonna show up anyway, so yes.
If they're going to cause trouble, I'll deal with that part.
I love it. That sounds great.
Yeah. I've got a whole army of grannies.
Mr. Edge.
Mr. Edge is, I am Mr. Edge.
Okay, so we
All right,
got
I'll take the message. Sure.
Okay.
I love that he
Go back
refers
to
to
sleep.
himself as Main Man Edge.
Yeah.
Main Man Edge.
Yeah, I think he's been around.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a median man edge.
Yeah,
in
there's a
some-
full range.
Put him right out of business.
Well,
Okay.
no, I was saying that
You
there
don't
is.
want to confuse the two.
There's an
Okay.
edge for every budget.
All right. So, because we have spent a bunch of time messing around with grannies, I'm going to
That was the apex.
I'm going to basically run the tape forward a bit because we only have about 40 minutes. And evening approaches around 10 o'clock when the gig is supposed to start. You are awake and you have healed pretty much, the stuff in your nanites that you need to get worked. You got some sleep, so your voice is in
Which is
good
okay.
shape. And you also, your dog now has decided that, it's cool with you, particularly when he brought in a couple big tubes of slime.
I make sure that I take the slime from him and I.
Yeah,
take
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's how we want it to
squeeze
work.
the slime out you
Into
now
the bowl.
into the little bowl.
I put it right in his golden bowl.
Yeah, and actually, what you do realize is that golden bowl is actually Doggo's but
Oh.
they kind of share it.
Yeah.
And
Make it
so
work.
you squeeze food in, and he's, you know, it's kind of weird because he doesn't bite it or like. He opens his mouth, and a vacuum cleaner like tube comes out of his throat and starts
some kind-
slurping up.
Because at first you're like, hey, boy, here you go.
you go.
Ah!
it's got,
Yuck. Okay.
This is why I'm a cat person.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to see what they do to cats in this universe.
Well, I let Armin know that I got a message while he was gone that we should show up to the gig that I thought we were going to anyway.
Oh, this is all new information for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Oh.
there might be trouble, but he'll handle it.
Oh, here, I understand.
Do you always talk
Why
about
are
it?
we,
Yeah,
why are
absolutely.
we not?
Absolutely.
not go to that
Here-
gig?
no, it's good. You guys are out of the loop. Don't worry about it. Obviously, and you got a call that sort of indicates that, I was able to bring a swift resolution to this. But at the end of the day,
As well as two
our
chickens.
our gig that I was able to get was absolutely 100% stolen by Love the Beast. Love the Beast is on all the posters. The expectation. I had the same feeling, which is why I moved swiftly to
So
resolve the
betrayed.
issue. I contacted Main Man Edge. It sounds like this is going to be sort of a hybrid of rock show and maybe guerrilla warfare.
Are we?
I'm calling it a hybrid concert, and I think that it's
Okay.
I think it's gonna drive interest.
A show is a show.
No, I need you to get on the net,
Uh-huh.
and I need you to start posting like crazy.
Yes, I want to drive engagement.
This is why we need contracts, though, because you can't just spring.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
I think the issue is that Love the Beast is sort of a band and sort of a paramilitary organization.
But we have their dog.
I mean, I agree that we have their dog.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
don't
both
have like
their
their
dogs.
freedom papers, Like they're owned by like a corporation
Yeah.
that owns this bus and that
Yeah.
owns
True that.
a lot of stuff actually.
It's true.
So they're
Okay.
on a chain. I think if Big Daddy Corpo yanks the chain, they
No,
have to
well,
pay
and
them.
also they're connected to something else. Like even Max doesn't know what else it is.
Yep.
But it's more than already the band army.
Well, I mean, I'm going on stage today.
No, yeah, exactly. I have a show to do.
Yeah, that's all I know.
But how do we contextualize it? Do we tantalize them about like the fireworks that are going to be exploding at the show?
Oh, on social?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's the angle of the social media? Because you should both do it. Because you're both in that rocker boy
Yeah.
continuum.
Okay.
Come at them from a different angle.
Why
right?
don't you
Okay.
unveil the
Is
new
this a
band member
Battle of the, what if
and
this
use
is the battle of
Brutus
the bands?
as a subwoofer? Subwoofer.
Subwoofer.
He's got the cool sub.
Yeah.
Honestly, that could be insane.
New band member. It's got street
Laser
fuel.
lights coming out of his eyes, maybe?
He
Yeah.
loves you. I
Laser
think
light
show.
I don't like watching him eat. Makes my lunch come up.
It's sort
Makes
of
my
sad.
chicken-
The
Makes my
two
chicken come back up in the
slurp
back
Yeah.
of my throat. The long peppers are coming back up watching him eat. But
Yes.
audience with like new band member, rebrand, and
What
then
if-
maybe like decide on a name.
What
I
if
don't
it's
know.
a battle of the bands situation?
A battle of the band
No,
situation. is pretty good.
no, they don't know that that's what it is.
Yeah.
But this is how we promote it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we promote it, and that's what like the audience will go.
And it will actually be a battle.
Yes.
So-
Come cheer for your favorite band. We're going to be going up against Love the Beast.
That's
yeah.
right.
Meanwhile, this is the only beast I love, and then I hug my dog.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this-
Right here.
Oh, dude, and the best part about that is that Serene is definitely gonna
He's gonna
see
notice that, yeah.
It's not my dog. All right. So you pull up to the venue. Basically, there's a fairly large crowd out, and what you do notice is that besides a bunch of Love the Beast guys out there, which you kind of expected,
Yeah.
that in addition, you see people wearing a blue and kind of violet t-shirt. The violet part is a logo that is basically a large question mark.
They don't really know how to rep
because
us.
they don't
That's-
know. Well,
I
they
love
don't
that
know what your name is.
I love that it's a question.
Like some kind of a hollow projection.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so yeah, they
This
don't
is like
know.
some Prince shit. The artist formerly known.
Yeah,
as.
it's a glyph.
That's-
Do we need to like? I mean, play with the idea of like symbols now.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we have to consider it.
We have
Absolutely.
no choice. We have no choice. We have to play the hand we were dealt.
Ampersand
I
would
just
be a
write
great
down,
band.
Yeah.
writing down the
Yes.
question mark.
Question and the ampersand.
Yeah,
Ampersand, I like that.
it's a great band.
More of whatever this is.
Yeah. Okay. So you stride in to the green room backstage. Kind of give you a picture of what you're dealing with. That's basically there's a jumbotron and a stage. You can go around the back sides of things. Okay. This is basically the back area and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are benches on the outside. There's another back room staging area, and right now it appears that Beast crew is
Filling up the
Filling up their stuff
backstage
there,
staging
yeah.
room, and they've probably taken both green rooms if I know them.
so what I want to know is, do you guys go into the truck door back, or do you go into the front entryway?
I mean,
Whatever way the bands would normally enter, I guess. I don't.
yeah,
know
I mean
Yeah.
the truck deck off the
dock.
Yeah, but that would basically deposit us
Uh-huh.
in a mass of not just fans, but like some of the core Love the Beast fandom over on that side. It seems like if we can bring our stuff right in the front, it also makes us look like the working band.
Okay. So did you put all your stuff, your band stuff, in the truck?
Yeah.
Yes, we put.
Yeah.
Well, we put their band.
There we
stuff.
put their awesome band stuff in
our
our
truck.
truck.
In
Yes.
your truck, okay. All right then.
So I'm curious what equipment they're using.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's all
They
good.
can
Probably, yeah,
buy
not all.
anything.
Sure, yeah.
So
They can have it
you will
airdropped.
see they're moving stuff in.
Probably still in
And
the
it's
box.
very, very expensive looking and brand new. They're still ripping off, labels and things like
They're
that.
still
the
taking
screen
I was gonna say,
protectors off.
yeah, they're peeling the screen protectors off. It still has
Yeah.
the twisty ties on
Yes.
the cables.
It's making that sound that.
It's like
And
brand new.
so they're doing that, and you're standing there. You get your stuff kind of out of your van and all that, and Sareen walks over to you, and he looks, because you were the front man, you in the eye,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he says,
the performers.
"Really cute,
Thanks.
really cute."
I just threw it on.
He looks at you, says, "Yeah, right. You have messed up. There are things going down that you have no idea.
That's
But
usually
you're
the
gonna
case.
you're gonna find out soon enough. Feel free to have this little battle of the bands that your friend Mayman has put together. And when it's done, and we're done burying you in the landfill, you're gonna regret this."
After the landfill?
Is there any like indication that he's like bluffing or that like he's?
Yeah, what's the angle? What's his
What's
energy?
Okay.
The real energy.
I can do a human.
Can
You
I-
want to
can
do
I-
that?
yeah,
Human
can I
perceptions?
check,
People
yeah.
make human perceptions.
Okay.
I would love to make a human perception. And I do so at 16.
17.
17.
Let's see. So 15.
Okay, so here's the way Harku was. He's not bluffing.
Something
Okay.
something bad
So
is going to
something
happen.
bad is gonna happen.
2, you have interrupted what he had planned, but he's adapting really fast, and he's got forces. You notice that the fans are there, but the people who are not wearing red t-shirts but blue t-shirts are also scattered
I'm sorry,
throughout.
was this human perception?
Yeah.
And it was 17 for me.
Well, that's very good.
Okay, in that case, he's not bluffing, but it's really obvious he has other forces in play. So he's not going to do the big take you out on stage.
Yeah.
Too
He doesn't
many
need
people.
to, right?
Too many
Yeah.
people. But, you know, you got to leave the stage and get back in your car sooner or later.
Okay.
Okay. Well, cool story. I'll think about that while I'm petting your dog tonight. And then I turn
Wow,
around and
do you
walk
say
away.
that too?
I do.
Okay. He stops and he turns back and he spits at your feet and then he walks off.
And I just like look at him like, I thought we had something.
No. Okay.
Mean.
There were so many lines, but I'm not
It's
touching
mean.
any of them. Okay. It's not you, it's me. Okay. So he stalks off and the stage manager for the riot comes up and he looks kind of nervous and he says, you know, there's not going to be any real problem here. You and the Beast guys, you guys have both worked this all. Oh, by the way, what is your band called anyway? We have to announce it.
Currently,
We are currently
Maybe younger.
question mark. Question mark.
All right, question. Whatever. Well, it's on your t-shirts and your
Yeah,
merch.
yeah, exactly.
on
Right.
there.
For now,
It's on my
probably-
merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so he goes, okay, well, question mark. Okay, you're on in half an hour. Get ready. Get your stuff rolled in there. You got roadies. You want some help. And over
We should
in the
handle all of
somewhat
our
distance, you see Max once again go, they got roadies.
Oh.
Is that so?
He says, yeah, walks up to you and says, yeah, I got the roadies you were looking
Dude,
for.
Max is like an embedded reporter. Like, he is all the way up in this
You
thing.
should see him during wartime.
Oh, yeah, I
Wait,
suspect.
the talent doesn't move their own shit.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not moving shit.
Max looks over and you see a bunch of guys that they look like they're probably a booster gang, except for the fact that they have glittering optics where most of their eyes are, and they have a lot of interesting cyberware that's off-brand, and you realize that, yeah, he's managed to convince a bunch of guys from Maelstrom to move your stuff.
What
One
the?
of the most dangerous
One of the most dangerous cyber
psycho
psycho.
gangs.
Is
Yeah.
that good for us?
I don't think it's good for the equipment. I say, Max, are you sure that
He says,
they're going to get the equipment in there in one piece?
oh yeah, yeah, they respect hardware. That's why I asked them to do this.
I guess that's true.
It's like
That they won't hurt.
Yeah.
I would have them build my PC.
Yeah.
They would probably.
They would do a great job.
They'd be like,
That
Liquid
one guy in Maelstrom, I can never remember his name, the bald guy. Yeah, I'd have him build my PC.
yeah, you know his cable management is.
Yeah.
It's succinct.
Yeah. So they are bringing your stuff in, and it's paying off because what's happening is you're coming in one part of the loading dock, and LTB guys are their roadies
Oh,
are
yeah.
bringing stuff in,
They're,
and everybody's
they're staging on the
looking at
other
each
side.
other.
So it's just
Right.
like the stage is the only empty place.
Right, and everybody's kind of building up around there, and you just feel the vibe, and as you look, you see a lot of the LTB guys look like they're a little better racked and stacked than your average roadie,
They're always,
You know.
they're always rolling with gangers.
Yeah.
and
we saw
well, they
them a
roll
little.
with gangers too. Now you have gangers.
Yeah.
We got gangers.
A weird.
And basically, at one point, one of the guys from Maelstrom comes up to you and says, "I really like what you did last week or last night."
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank you very much, but don't touch me ever again. I'm sorry, it's a touch thing. I can't do that. But thank you.
He kind of fair enough, and he walks away.
It's a bubble. There's a bubble around me.
Okay.
Yeah, he does
So,
that like.
what is
after-
everybody doing as the set is being put together?
I can't be approached.
No, we're
I have to
just
be left to
just
myself,
like
yeah.
You're
doing
stepping aside
vocal
being-
warm-ups.
Yep.
You know, some maybe some mild Pilates out of Nova.
Trying to get in the right headspace.
Exactly. Here. So
Just mind,
I
body,
love
spirit.
Pilates, yes.
so do we actually have? So do we actually have the dog?
If you wanted to
I
bring it,
feel
you
like
have the
it's-
dog.
A profoundly cool. If it really is a Battle of the Bands thing,
Yes.
Yeah, welcome. Hey, everybody, we're question mark with our newest band member, Subwoofer.
Well, yeah, exactly.
We were
But
gonna do that.
I'm telling you, but the idea, if we can hook your guitar,
Can I plug right into?
this is what I'm saying.
No,
Through-
you couldn't
Brutus-
hook into Brutus.
No.
No, Brutus is not designed to do
He's
it. So
got the. He's got the.
it's a
You just need him to growl.
No.
yeah. Just give
I,
him dog
I
face,
talked
man.
to Erwin. We have a half hour left.
He has a slot
Okay.
in the thing, right?
This is what I'm saying. I talked.
Irwin would if he was there, and
Yeah.
he's not.
Ah.
And remember, you left him back.
Oh, that's
at-
true.
And the
He's
van.
he's actually
Yeah.
he's actually dismantling the van.
Yeah. But you would not be able to set that rig up, which is a darn
Another
shame.
time.
But if he growls on command, you'll feel it.
Or maybe
You know.
he can just do that little dubstep beat while we.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a wah, wah, wah,
No,
wah,
I think
wah,
this is
wah,
what I'm
wah,
saying.
dog,
wah,
yeah.
wah.
The audio aspects of the dog have to be part of the show.
Yeah.
So see,
I'll
it's,
let you guys start working on that idea, and we'll make some rolls.
yeah.
Instead
It's
of-
question mark.
Because
We replace a couple of the mantis blades with some disco lights.
no,
Yes.
you won't be able to
Fog
rebuild.
machine.
Yeah.
You can stick some disco lights on him, but you will not. You're not dismantling the dog.
No, you
That's-
don't. We don't have that.
You don't have a tech
Yeah.
who can handle
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's a fairly high amount of cybernetic knowledge. So
This is why I'm the ideas person.
Exactly.
And
Band,
we've
I'm
got-
thinking up here, but band presence. I think it cannot hurt to have a military weapon.
now
that's vaguely dog shaped.
The question we have is a little white dog there with you?
I think
I
I'll go-
figured she'd be like, I've got
Dog
this
goes in your
hoodie on and
cleavage.
she's in the hoodie.
He's
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
His
so
head
it'll
pops
pop
out and goes,
Yeah.
"Ah,"
It
you
goes
go, oh crap.
bick, I think is the term.
Yeah, big dog.
And so, all right. So let's see. I'm trying to think of a theme. Like I'm saying, we have this beast. I'm trying to think of like how can we sort of push ourselves over the top of this Love the Beast presentation, right?
Yeah, how could we
Just
what are we gonna
vibe wise.
outdo them?
And I know that you are messed up, and so I'm just asking you.
Oh, you're talking to me in the game?
Yeah.
My plan was I was gonna go sneak over on their side and fuck with their shit.
Well, I
Feel
love
free.
here.
My
That's
plan
what
is
I'm
to
gonna do.
play
I
better
think
than
I'm.
that.
I
That's
think
what I
I'm
figured.
gone.
Well, no, I love this. I think that's great. I will try to find you, and I won't be able to find you.
Okay, so let's
Pretty good
quickly
stealth.
go around the
Yeah.
room. This time we'll go from Mike's side over past you,
Yeah.
over to Jerry. What are you doing other than like convincing your enormous death machine dog to rumble?
I would say that I am
Yeah,
working
speak,
on
boy, speak.
vocal warm-ups, trying to sort of get the dog to maybe match me in some runs. I don't know.
Okay,
Some scales.
Yeah, some scales.
that's going to be an interesting.
I love it.
Oh.
I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
The dice will
Red
tell us.
leather, yellow leather.
leather.
The dog just
Okay, you know those videos where you see someone's playing and the
The
dog's
piano?
going. After a while, you find a good pitch note where he's not going. But it's more like. It's like having a whale
Yes,
singing
this
underneath
is what we
you.
want.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you feel it in your chest though.
Yeah, the bass,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the bass note.
Yeah, it's not on beat or anything like that, but it's
Bass
kind of like it's like whale music can should go behind almost anything.
drop.
Let the dog drop.
Drop.
That should be your newest song.
Yeah.
Let the
Just-
dog
dog
drop.
drop.
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
All the paws down.
Okay, so let's find out.
I go
Even
back and the
or
visor comes out.
odd.
This
Let's
would be the
see.
time to possibly.
Do you want even
hack
or odd,
something of
ladies and
theirs.
germs?
Yes.
Well, even or odd? What do you think?
Okay.
Odd.
You killed us all.
We're dead.
No. That means you're going after Love the Beast.
That's fine. That's,
That'll give
that's-
us time to I can hack their shit.
Yeah.
While they're
No,
on
no. This is
stage.
actually amazing.
We're in the catbird seat.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you will.
Yeah, you came here for one band, but here's the real band.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
They're kind of the opening.
Yeah, they're the opening act.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So, meanwhile, let's go. He's teaching his dog
I'm
to
working
sing.
with my dog.
Scooby is learning to sing. What are you planning to do?
Yeah, I've been around roadies enough. Like I'm not
Yeah.
wearing any descript like clothing that would tie me to one band or the other. So I'm kind of just like stealthily navigating my way over to their side
Okay.
and just gonna take a peek at what there might be, and if there's something like the pivotal,
Okay.
I want to hide it. Like if there's like a like you know how BTS has like coordinating mics to go with their earpieces and there's a different color. I have like a 14 in conceal for some reason. Like I want to find Soren's shit, like maybe his
Okay.
lucky mic, and just hide it.
Oh, yeah.
Not even
Your
steal
lucky
it.
picks.
Just like put it somewhere that later on he's gonna find it and be like, fuck, it was here
Okay.
the whole time.
It wasn't
Well,
stupid.
you're-
Patch
Just
tables.
stupid.
I'm just an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Stealth roll.
Okay. I love those
Successful
BTS mics.
stealth roll.
I mean, I hope so.
I always like the fact that the BTS stuff always has like whoever's singing shows up in the music track
Yeah.
as, a color.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, do they do that at the concert?
UX.
So that's a 1.
That was a 1.
That's the worst number on there.
So I'm
It explodes.
yeah,
Ironically, it's
implodes.
worse than
So I'm
zero.
at a 13 right now.
It
It
implodes.
compressed.
Implodes.
Okay, roll it
So I need
again.
something low.
This is hilarious.
No, that's not. That's,
That's
the
a
opposite.
9. Okay, cool.
So you got a
cool,
5?
Cool. So that's a 4. I have a 4.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
4.
Well, what? Oh, this is entertaining.
That's a great.
So
That's
you
a,
are
I,
like,
I rolled 2 critical fails today.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And I
Yeah,
rolled a
you are-
9 on the
you-
implosion dice both,
Both times, yeah.
Yeah.
you're just a lucky son of a gun.
I'm gonna burn these
So
dice, honestly.
you are, reaching out and you're kind of like, picking it up and it's looking good. You're like starting to sneak and you bump into something. At first you think it's a wall and then you realize it's not a wall. It's a chest. So you've just bumped into, in fact, you're basically, your head is comfortably smashing into the boobs of one of the animals.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a treasure chest.
Yeah.
No, it's an animal. It's one of the animals.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The last time you
missed
saw her, she was in a cocktail dress. So
Yeah.
she's standing there. She's wearing a extra triple, X large, Love the Beast t-shirt.
She's got the merch, dude. She's got the
and
tour
she's
merch.
got the merch. And we're going to find out whether or not she is able to grab you in the next minute.
Oh man.
That was a horrible time to roll a critical fail.
Yeah, well, you critically failed so badly that someone knows you and is within range to stop you right now.
The implosion is very good. It just has a
sucks.
system.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
I like it when I'm not rolling 9s.
Well, yeah, I like it. I like it
Okay.
as a concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abstract.
Yeah.
16.
For against my evasion,
Yeah. Don't roll.
I'm
that.
gonna burn a luck.
Okay.
1 point.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna burn a luck.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 9 plus that's 22.
Okay. She reaches out to grab you. You basically collapse down. You will drop the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got other things to worry
But
about.
that might be
Right.
good too.
Does it break?
No, it doesn't.
Shit.
And you are basically, you hit the ground, you kind of do a squat, and then you come up and squat and start running.
Yeah.
Do you run back to your space? Do you run into the green room? Do you run out beyond backstage? Where do you want to go?
I think I run into the green room and try to like blend in like Assassin's Creed style, like sit down like I've been there the whole time with
I like
a
the idea that
with the
you-
joint.
She goes running in and she climbs on the ceiling, assassin.
No. I meant
Did
more
anybody
like you know
notice
how like
that woman just come in here?
he
and-
like breaks line of sight and then goes and sits on a couch and the person walks
Yeah,
right
you need to
past
sit
him.
down.
I
Yeah.
like always thought that was really dumb, but that's,
Oh yeah, for sure.
it's kinda-
just- it's a metaphor.
yeah, it's kind of like Assassin's Creed where somebody is being followed, they leap off into a haystack, and somehow no one on the ground notices, and the other person goes, "Oh, I wonder where he went to."
And there's
So I
a
got
lot of
jump
hay.
off the roof, man.
So you would not have let that slide if you were designing Assassin's Creed.
I would have had more fun with it, but that's me. I'm an evil human being. Okay, so you are dodging out and you go into the green room.
I just try to
At this
blend
point,
in or
you're trying
hide
to blend
because
in.
because you have to remember the animals are huge and I'm
Yeah.
tiny.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's a
you-
forest.
Like I have a body
Okay.
score of 4.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm
There's
slow.
not a whole
They
Silk
can-
Road.
She can dribble. She can dribble.
Dribble, yeah. But that also means I could probably hide
Okay.
amongst the animals and be
I
like
want you
almost
to
unseen.
do even or odd.
Oh God.
Coin flip.
Even.
Even. Oh, you're so lucky.
I just rolled a critical fail. I don't know about
No, you're lucky
We're moving
because
in the right direction.
you open the green room door, and luckily there's just people putting, food out, picking all the brown M&Ms
Craft
out or whatever.
services.
But
They're reading the right.
in the other room, you see about 10 guys dressed in combat gear.
Okay, so not
But kind of that ninja combat gear where, it was like black.
like Spec Ops?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
like
spec
matte
on.
black.
Armor and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're not here for the
Like
croissants.
tactical.
Yeah.
Yeah, tactical. But, in a Cyberpunk game, that's what everybody wears.
And they're not wearing merch? They're just...
No, they're not here for
No.
that at all.
They're
For the
not.
show.
No, if you look hard, you may notice that, in those patches that are actually black on black on black, okay, you see a musical note.
What the fuck is this
Media
place?
Magica.
What the
Is
fuck
their army?
Media Magica.
is this? Like the
It's gotta be
brand?
them.
Dude, this is fucking whacked
Because
out.
Max
No,
was
exactly.
following a trail that they might be funded by crime money, but he
what a
can't
weird
draw a
move.
straight line. So there's basically paramilitary dudes like right next door.
So have a good show.
And so you see that because the other door opens, you can kind of see
Yeah.
that inside the green room. And then the door at your side opens and closes again. And you see main man Edge. And he says, this is really fun. I tried to stop, but they've already put advertisements all over town. So, I managed to twist it into this Battle of the Bands crap.
Masterful work.
And I think it's gonna work, or it's gonna get ugly.
I think it's gonna be great.
Mr. Edge, if I may be so bold.
Mr. Edge. Respect.
Yeah, always. What do you know about Media Magica?
He looks kind of dubious for a moment.
I like how I'm also just like high.
Yeah. You're having the best time.
I'm so high, and I don't know what's
I threw
Yeah.
Sorene's mic on the floor and didn't get my fucking shit kicked
Yeah.
in. I'm feeling like I'm on
Yeah,
top
I
of
can
the
do
world
anything
right
I
now.
want.
That
yes,
woman could
well,
have ripped me
I'll
limb
never
from
die.
fucking limb.
Yeah, now you're immortal.
Yeah, I'm
He
like a
says-
dumbbell to her.
He says, well, here's the way it works. New media lords. You may not have heard of them, but you would know. This is another rival media corp.
Yeah.
They're just backing you. That's why I did this.
New media lords?
New media lords. And new
Lords.
media lords, he says, if you look over there, and he points down towards an alleyway, looking out the green room window, and you see about 30 guys also dressed in something that it's not all black, but it's definitely more like Ganger fight gear. Mm-hmm. And he says, so anything goes down in my territory,
Oh.
my boys are going to deal with the pretty boys from the Far East.
That's how they're doing it, I guess.
So
Got
it's
it.
up to you to go out and play.
So we're just pieces in their little game.
No, we are like, they are playing a meta game
Yep, it's a metagame.
that we are barely part of.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of our problems for 4 episodes are just in the nimbus of this.
Yes. Yes.
in the Nimbus. And you
Great band
basically...
name.
In the Nimbus.
In the Nimbus.
In the Nimbus.
Writing it down.
I just think we should have one of those band T-shirts, and what instead of like
It's the
all
tour
the
band?
places, all the tour,
Do the festival.
it's
Just do the festival shirt that has all the bands.
All the band names.
all the band names
that
all
we've
crammed
written
onto the
down.
shirt.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nimbus.
that's your assignment sheet.
I got you.
Get this. Okay. And you see the lights dim, and you hear people stomping feet going, bring on the bands, bring on the bands. And your side of the stage lights. Your tech is not there. He's busy doing some other stuff,
Yeah.
which we'll cover. And you see Serene basically and his band on the other side as you walk out. And
Can I hack him?
You have to be really close, but let's try.
you would probably need to get closer because remember how much space is between two bands.
Yeah. Can I sneak
Yeah.
like around?
You have another job to do. You're supposed to be singing and playing a guitar.
I know, but I kind of want to sabotage his performance.
I think we can
No,
let Jam.
but you could sabotage the lighting system for both of you. You're near enough to the board.
Yeah, but it's for both of
Yeah, I
us.
don't
Like,
like
why
that.
do
Well,
I was thinking maybe I could
Screw him up.
spend all my luck
I
and
look over-
puppeteer him.
I'm like, hey, I need you here with me. I can tell that you're thinking about this other
You're going to
hacking
find
stuff.
he's seriously hardened. It'll take you quite a while.
Well, yeah, he's got daddy's money for sure. But the truth is that you don't need any cyberware to fuck with this guy.
That's true. He's
All we
kind
have
of a
to do is
douche
kick
just
ass.
on his own. Yeah. Okay.
You know, but I'm saying
Alright.
on two sides. One, obviously, we know we can rock a show.
Right.
Yeah.
It's proven, right? We earned this. We earned this gig, right?
Mm-hmm.
They tried to fucking take it from us, and they couldn't do it. This is like right behind stage.
Okay.
And then it's just like you don't need cyberware. You don't need to hack him. You already hacked his heart.
Did I though?
That sounded
I don't
corny,
understand what
but
that
in a good way.
It convinces me enough. You know,
Hacked his heart.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got this.
we got this.
do.
All we
Got
just
this.
have to do is rock our fucking socks off.
Yep.
So I have.
Are you ready to rock? And you hear that? The MC stands forward and shouts, "People, are you ready to rock?" And the lights shift blue and gold. You're in the gold. And actually the other way around.
Yeah, blue for our.
Yeah,
our
you're
Martial Arts
blue.
shirts.
They're in the gold.
Yeah.
And there's a few seconds of pyrotechnics and hollows. And then we're going to be doing the next scene. Next day.
Oh.
All right.
And I think just about to raise, as he raises his pick and the dog looks expectantly, and you're just going, oh, at least I'm not dead.
I'm
And
having a
you
drink
see-
with Mr. Edge in the back. Like,
Yeah.
What you see at this point, you're having an edge, but you notice that the guys in the alleyway and the guys in the green room are all dispersing somewhere.
Oh no. So I'm like,
gonna
I've got
get
my drink and I'm like, oh god.
Interesting. And he goes, I think we got more people. Better
See-
drink up, though.
But see,
And-
Armin doesn't know about any of that.
this.
About the conversation. Armin, for the last half hour of setup, has been essentially working on the Cyberpunk 2020 version of a PowerPoint presentation. And it starts with a picture. It starts with a picture of. I mean, this is where this corpo shit comes in handy because
Yeah.
they've got some. It's
Here's
got some
the
bar
PowerPoint.
charts.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Got a pie chart in there.
Okay.
But it starts out with this picture of him on his banister, robe open, and of Serene with the as we caught him in the house. But then that comes down, and then it says Serene. What was the last name?
Avanosian.
Yeah, Avanosian. And then it comes down, and then it goes up and goes to a picture that I've got online of his parents. And then they connect to their company, which was acquired by.
Okay.
Just lay it all out.
I laid it
You're starting to lay it out.
behind. Yeah, exactly. Behind all the music. This is just the plan, anyway.
Behind the music.
Okay.
Behind the music, there is
you
essentially
done
a
it
presentation.
yet? Pop-up
This is
video.
you'll understand.
Okay.
The last half hour, everybody else has been doing stuff. That's what
Okay,
I've been.
So you've set that up.
It's
okay?
cute.
So you're queued up, and you're just about to roll it, and you're going to hear Max say behind you, "That is a fucking bad idea." And in a few seconds, if we're still alive, I'll tell you why. And at that moment,
That's what
you raise. Okay.
down chord.